All right, guys, so I'm probably going to start calling this weekly segment here the Let's Go Brandon Watch, okay, / the F Joe Biden Watch, because that is kind of what it's turned into. As Let's Go Brandon is now the #1 song in the country on iTunes. No. Not just the #1 rap song, the #1 song, period. More popular than Adele, more popular than Ed Sheeran, John Elton, all the other people that are usually on the charts, right? Let's Go Brandon by Bryson Gray is the most popular song in the country. And it became the most popular song in the country for the most ironic reason possible, because YouTube banned it, right? No, I'm serious. It literally became the most popular song in the country because YouTube banned it, as it deleted the lyric video and the music video of Bryson Gray's Let's Go Brandon song because of a violation of medical misinformation policy. Now, the thing is, again, it's just ironic because when you take the song down, when you delete it, I think the whole point is for you not to have it on the platform and for less people to actually hear the medical misinformation. But then because of that, that kind of invigorated Bryson Gray to go on Twitter and to really speak out about this. So this story actually kind of hit mainstream media, as Fox News was reporting on it, all the conservative outlets were reporting on it, and all of a sudden now that song went from, like, I think it was top 10, right? It was pretty popular, but it wasn't quite #1. It went from like #7 or so all the way to #1 after YouTube banned it, which means more people actually started listening to the medical misinformation. Okay, it's kind of crazy how that works, how it's almost like censorship is a double-edged sword. But, you know, hey, I'm assuming that YouTube doesn't really care about it being on other platforms. They just care about whether or not it's on their platform. So, hey, it worked out for Bryson to a certain extent, essentially making this probably, again, his most popular song ever, which could possibly take his career to a whole nother level. So, with this song going #1, this essentially solidifies the Let's Go Brandon meme. It is, again, now technically the #1 song in the country. So, with that being said, it should be no surprises that we're now seeing this meme make its way into Congress, as you have Marjorie Taylor Greene joining in on the fun.
Let's go, Brandon! Well, I haven't. Let's go, Brandon!
And speaking of fun, you even have SNL, that is no longer fun or funny, and their ratings are tanking, deciding to go after Biden's tanking ratings because they're desperate for ratings, right? And they realize that, hey, you know what? Maybe woke comedy just ain't funny, right? Maybe Let's Go Brandon, F Joe Biden. Maybe that's the move. And then you have Florida Representative Bill Posey, who actually said Let's Go Brandon on the House floor.
Instead of the bogus Build Back Better plan and reconciliation plan, you know what they want? They want you to help put America back where you found it and leave it the hell alone. Let's go, Brandon. I yield back.
Boy, Representative Posey, he definitely felt like he was doing something, right? He was excited to say that. Now, everybody's not excited about this Let's Go Brandon thing. As I predicted that as this thing gets bigger, the whole Let's Go Brandon, F Joe Biden thing, the left is going to pick up on it, and they're probably going to try to ban it, right? They're probably going to try to cancel it. They're going to boo-hoo, whine, and complain and say that it's too vulgar, and the part of your family values apparently is okay with saying F Joe Biden. Right? That's what they're going to do. And it's already started with the Washington Post putting out this little piece right here about how Biden's critics hurl increasingly vulgar taunts. Right? As if Trump's critics didn't hurl increasingly vulgar taunts throughout his presidency. Again, these are the same people, aka Kathy Griffin, who put up a picture of her holding up Trump's head, right? A decapitated head with blood on it, right? But yet these people want to talk about vulgar taunts. Like, come on, man. Come on. I'm just saying. You knew it was coming. Let's actually go down here and read this. Boos, jeers, and insults are nothing new for politicians, especially those who reach the White House. Former President George W. Bush and Barack Obama, as well as Trump, were all heckled, weathering protests along their motorcade routes and at some of their events. At one 2011 fundraiser in Los Angeles, a heckler called Obama the Antichrist. F Trump graffiti adorned some walls in Washington. The current eruption of anti-Biden signs and chants, however, is on another level, far more vulgar and widespread. Again, these are the same people that Kathy Griffin, right, Trump, headless, decapitated, are talking about how the anti-Biden signs are far more vulgar. Now, they're more widespread, definitely for sure, because patriots, they roll hard, right? They go hard with the signage. And a lot of people are feeling that way about Biden, right? They're feeling some type of way. But again, they're going to complain here about, oh, it's out of bounds now, right? It's out of bounds. So F Trump was cool. But F Biden, which is literally the exact same thing, right? The exact same thing. Oh yeah, that's more vulgar. I guess because it's F a Democrat. That's why it's more vulgar. The ubiquity of Trump signs, especially in rural stretches of the country, has long been striking and possibly unprecedented for a losing candidate, especially nearly a year after the elections. But now, in towns like Boise, in states both red and blue, and almost across the country, anti-Biden signs are cropping up as well, frequently with angry and profane insults. Some of the signs are scrawled by hand. Others are bought on Amazon. Still others are professionally procured. Best believe them saying others are bought on Amazon is them basically telling Amazon, wink, wink, y'all should ban that. You should ban it. That's what they're trying to say. The crude signs are held by people lined up along Biden's motorcade routes and clustered near his events. Protesters shout obscenities from outside his appearances. Then there are the chants. In early October, a F Joe Biden cry broke out among the crowd at Alabama's Talladega Superspeedway. Kelly Stavast, an NBC sports reporter, was interviewing NASCAR driver Brandon Brown live on air at the time, and she quipped, "And you hear the chants from the crowd, 'Let's go Brandon.'" Trump supporters instantly saw signs of a cover-up, claiming on social media that the journalists were deliberately censoring anti-Biden sentiment. The brief video exchange quickly turned viral. The result has been a proliferation of chants in recent weeks, both of "Let's Go Brandon," now used as a stand-in by the Trump faithful, and the more vulgar original, sometimes shorthanded FJB. I mean, look, here's the thing. I love it when the left complains about things that they start, right? If you want to talk about profanity, you got to start with F Trump, right? F Trump went viral, okay? And that became the cool thing to say. For the cool kids to say F Trump. Now people say F Biden, and all of a sudden Washington Post is writing these sad sop pieces about how, oh my God, the left is using so many obscenities and profanity, and it's just out of bounds. And it's like, at the same time, these are the same people. Y'all remember Rashida Tlaib impeached the effer, right? I mean, that was just a story that came out about how Joe Biden apparently swears like a sailor in the White House. He loves using the F word, right? He loves dropping the F bomb, right? Loves dropping the F bomb. Okay, so let's not sit here and try to act like, you know, oh, using profanity is such a big deal, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's not. I understand some people rather not, but that's why you have "Let's Go Brandon" there, right? That's why you have "Let's Go Brandon" for those people who don't want to use it. But, you know, again, the mainstream liberal media, they're going to try to go after it because, again, this is a very, very, very annoying thing to them, okay? And if it's made it there to the Washington Post, it's the #1 song in the country. It's only a matter of time before CNN catches on, and then the White House, and then we have a full-blown crisis on the Democrat side trying to deal with this chant that not only people on the right are saying, the vocal version as well too, but people on the left are also starting to say it too. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.